Good evening, everybody. It's another edition of the IWC Radio Podcast. This is our Survivor Series WarGames reaction show. Joining me, as always, Chucks and Will. No Beans, although I'm sure Beans is in spirit here, as always. How you guys doing?
Yeah, pretty good. All good.
Right.
Nothing to report.
Windy. It's windy
Yeah,
here.
you guys have like
right.
a weird windstorm over there.
Yeah,
Storm Dara.
Wait, you have names for windstorms?
Yeah,
Don't you?
Did you not do that?
You do? Yeah, you do.
Well, hurricanes, yes.
Hurricanes. Yeah.
Lately, the newest thing is snowstorms, but not wind.
I think the wind was part of a bigger storm on it.
Yeah.
I think we just got the wind part of it, but the actual...
Okay.
I don't know. Let's have a look. Storm...
Also, sorry, I don't want to be that guy, but you said you name hurricanes, but don't name wind. Well, what's the hurricane is?
A hurricane's just a fancier name for a cyclone.
Which is a spiral of wind.
That's right.
Apparently, we've had, I don't know whether we're getting them here, but apparently they've recorded 80-mile-an-hour winds today.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what that... Is that
silly.
strong? What?
Yeah, that's like 80 miles an hour.
8-0?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that is strong.
Gusts 70 miles an hour at Aberporth. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how this works. There's
Seems to be calming down a bit now, but today was a bit rough.
Yeah, windy last night. There you go. If you can read a weather map, there's a weather map for you. Yeah. The storm. You can see the spiral right by the Netherlands there. That pink spiral. So we're getting winds blowing west, I suppose, east to west, and knocking over your fences and your bins. That's basically what's happening.
All I'm getting from that is that there's a high resolution above Scotland.
It's 1024.
Sorry. Geek joke.
Not that high these days.
Not really, no.
There's another one over there, actually. That's above Canada? It looks like there's a little spiral starting up.
Oh, yeah.
Between Greenland and Canada. So maybe there's any Canadians listening. I'm sure there isn't. Maybe you've got to watch out too. What?
Thanks for that. 10 minutes later, but thanks.
That's for Will's geek joke where the Canadians not listening. Anyway, that's your weather forecast, I guess.
We're British, we've got to talk about the weather.
Yeah, that's true.
And we got the big mass alert. Everyone's phone went off. The government hijacked our phones and sent out the,
quite disappointed
super
I didn't
loud
get this.
alert. Apparently I must have turned mine off during COVID because I didn't get it, but there was all of the other devices in the house all screamed for a little while.
Really?
Yeah. Then family group chats and stuff started going on. What the hell? Did you just get that? All that stuff.
Huh.
You're not far from Wales, aren't you? So they've
Guilty, yeah.
They were in the red area, weren't they? So I suppose that's why you got it.
Yeah, I think we were too. They definitely closed the bridge between here and Wales. Both of them.
I'm not exactly far from North Wales myself.
You're about as close from the top end, yeah.
Anyway.
There's nothing in Wales at the top end, is there? What's up there?
There's nothing. Well, I'm sure there's something.
Yeah,
You've just. Excuse me. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
I'll die.
I took a sip of water. It's gone down the wrong way. Sorry. I'm alive. Yeah, there's a couple of nice sorts of seaside towns, but other than that, yeah, not that much.
We got the big cities, as big as it gets in Wales. We've got Cardiff and Swansea, and they're down this way.
Yeah, they're the big ones, aren't
They're the big ones.
Yeah, but a lot of people from there's a couple of like caravan sites and stuff. Anyone around here would probably been to what's the big one? Rill's
Real. Right.
it's quite it's quite run down these days. It used to be quite big. Like it was a big like a fairground thing there years ago, but that's where a lot of people would go. It's in the summer. It's quite nice. You get decent weather. It's not too bad, but
Snowdon's
wouldn't
up
fancy
top
being
as
there
well,
today.
isn't it? The big
Yeah,
mountain.
that's not too far. Yeah.
Okay. So you get the scenery. We get the towns.
Llandudno, that's another good, nice place for scenery.
Oh yeah, Llandud now.
Llandudno, yeah, you got to carry that.
Llandud now.
What?
That
We got
place is the
Llanelli down
longest
the
name in the
bottom.
world as well. That's quite far. Not too far. I can't even begin to say it, but it's. Can't remember what it's actually
Yeah.
called. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know the one. I know that train station, long name, Wales. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's another Llanfair.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah. There you go, Smoot. Have a go.
Yeah, go on, Spring. I'll go with that one.
Yeah, I don't think I could pronounce that.
The W's are pronounced just like normal U's.
I'm gonna let Google practice this here.
Yeah. Practice.
Oh, that's well. Let's use my microphone here.
Oh, that's for you to say.
Clanvarpith Gwingith Gagareth Wendrobith Lintasilia go go go.
Yes.
One more time.
Clanvarpith Gwingith Gagareth Wendrobith Lintasilia go go go.
Go go go.
Go, go.
How would you say it in British?
Clanvarpith Gwingith Gagareth Wendrobith Lintasilia go go go.
Go go gawk.
Yeah, the end is more. It's more like gosh. You gotta get that's how
Yeah,
the
like
Welsh say it.
Van Gogh.
Yeah.
Clanvarpith Gwingith Gagareth Wendrobith Lintasilia go go go.
I wonder how many.
Why did it slow down there? Oh, were you
I slowed it.
slow-mo?
I wonder if you. Well, I guess you can't play it in Scrabble, but I wonder how many points that would be worth if you somehow played it.
God, yeah. Imagine.
Because it's a
Scrabble
proper
value.
noun.
It would score 110.
Really?
Really?
Apparently so. Yeah.
Who named that place?
I think they were just trolling. They were just doing a thing that's like, let's make a really long named place. It would be funny.
The Welsh still all nuts.
There's nothing else to do.
Oh yeah, I see this video of the weatherman pronouncing it, and he like nails it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
There's quite a few places in Wales like that. That's the longest one, but there's quite a few similar ones. So it's the Welsh still all crazy.
The long name was supposedly contrived in 1869 as an early publicity stunt to give the station the longest name of any railway station in Britain. I mean, they didn't have to go that far to get the longest. The name was created by a local tailor whose name is not. So no one knows exactly who. It's just a guy.
They were.
And the fact that
Who?
Go-Go Gok means red cave.
Huh.
Course.
Okay. Just call it that.
Anyhow.
Go go gawk.
Let's call it
I'm quite surprised they were thinking about doing publicity stunts in 1869.
Yeah.
What they said, yeah. An early publicity stunt.
Maybe they were bored back then. Who knows?
Well, they still brag about it now.
Sure they do.
Should we get to the prediction game?
Go on, man.
All right.
It's the second longest one-word place name in the world, apparently.
I thought it was the longest.
No, it has been overtaken by a hill in New Zealand.
Alright. Interesting.
Free to try and pronounce that one.
Okay.
Jeez.
Hold on. I'll get out of here, Wikipedia. They're like, hey, we need money.
They're still wanting money. They've been asking for money since they started. Surely they've got to the target by now. What's his name? Jimmy Wales.
Yeah.
Jimmy Wales, yeah.
Surely
to keep it Welsh. Wow, Google doesn't even have like a proper
Oh no.
thing for this here.
Boo.
I don't think anybody does. What the fuck?
Nobody's even tried.
New Zealand's longest place name. That in southern Hawke's Bay was one of the places to get official macrons. Okay.
To get what official?
That's what it says. Yeah.
What's a macron?
It's like a macaroon, but different.
That's a macaron. What's a macron? Like a manual macron? I'm just getting a manual macron.
Yeah.
What is a macron? Oh, it's a symbol printed above a vowel to show that it's pronounced with a long sound.
Oh, I knew that.
They put like that long bar on the top of some O's and stuff.
I've heard that before. I just forgot. Yeah.
So you've got macarons, and macarons don't taste as good as they look.
Yeah.
They're a thumbs down a macaron.
I don't think I've ever had one, to be honest.
They look like they should be really good, but no.
Why not macaron?
Just redirecting you to macaron.
Oh my god, no.
Oh, there you go. That's what you need. We'll get there. There you go. Click that one.
Click this one, how to pronounce it? Okay.
Taumata whakatangihanga ko au au o tamate atu ripu kakapiki maunga
Okay, this dude just called me a motherfucker.
I thought he did, yeah.
horo nuku pokai whenua ki tanata. Let's try this again. One important thing to have in mind that most people get wrong is that WH in Maori sounds like F, the sound of the letter F, and most people get this wrong.
Okay, alright, but don't call me a motherfucker, that's kind of rude.
But that's how to say it. Let's try this again. Taumata whakatangihanga ko...
Alright, how dare you? How fucking dare you call me a motherfucker again to my face? How dare you?
Au au o tamate atu ripu kakapiki maunga horo nuku pokai whenua ki tanata. It's pretty straightforward. Taumata whakatangihanga
Stop it!
ko au au o tamate atu ripu kakapiki maunga horo nuku pokai whenua ki tanata.
Just like that, okay.
You say that was pretty straightforward.
Yeah. I mean, it's easy for him to say. Can we get to the prediction game?
I think we probably should.
Do we have to? By next week, I want you to be able to pronounce that.
Yeah, I can tell you I'm not going to.
No, me neither.
Wakatangi hanga. Yeah.
I don't think I can without sounding problematic and calling somebody a motherfucker.
Yeah, of course we want a motherfucker, that's about it.
Yeah.
That's right, the New Zealanders do it.
Well, good for them.
Good for them. So what was it, WarGames?
Yeah.
Survivor Series, WarGames.
WarGames. Which, as usual, had no pre-show. At least no matches on it. And we kicked off the main show with a painfully long women's WarGame match, 40 minutes long. Naomi had a birthday hat on. I don't know.
I enjoyed this. It was a decent match, I thought. It was good.
Nothing says going to war like wearing a birthday hat.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. And then hitting yourself with a chair and the hat falling off. I don't know. Didn't do it for me. But in the end, Team Rhea came out on top. So that was points for all of us except for you, Smooth.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't give Will a point, but there you go.
Trying to team out for a point already.
Yeah, sorry. I thought there would have been some sort of dissension with Bianca possibly being the whodunit behind who attacked Jade. And damage control and all that, but what do I know?
Yeah, it didn't happen that way.
There's some pretty cool spots. The moonsault with the bin on her head, that was kind of cool.
That was pretty crazy. I don't know if
I mean, looking back, I
that.
don't really know why she did it, but still.
Yeah, exactly. But she had planned it. She had a bin
advantage gain
with ropes on it, so she could hang the bin from her head while she climbed up.
True.
She knew she was going to do it. Yeah, well, stuff happened. It was a long match, as these war games tend to be. And was there any injuries out of this one? I know there was in the men's.
There's quite a few in the men's. Yeah, I don't think everyone came. I think Bianca got something, maybe a bruised rib or something, but she had a match last night, so I think she's okay.
No, can't have been that bad. Well, that's good. That's something. When you moonsault with a bin on your head, anything can happen.
Speaking of Survivor, by the way, if anyone cares, NXT have an event right now. They've started the WWE deadline.
Yeah.
They're starting off with a cool match format they've only ever done in NXT. It's the Iron Survivor Challenge.
And what's that all about?
It's quite hard to explain, but basically it's 25 minutes, and then it's a bit like an Iron Man match, but with like more than just four people in it. I can't remember the full. I'll have to get the full rules up for you. But essentially, it's an Iron Man match with 4 people.
So you just score points. Oh, okay. So 25-minute time limit with 5 superstars competing to become #1 contender.
They've only got 4.
2 superstars start the match. Every 5 minutes thereafter, a new superstar will enter until all competitors are in the ring. Falls can be won at any time via pinfall, submission, or disqualification.
That's
Each
right. It's a
earning
bit like
1 point.
What puts the last person at a disadvantage then?
Massively.
Yeah.
Although they do get everyone else weakened, so maybe it's easier to score pinfalls at that point.
Maybe.
Maybe. When a superstar loses a fall, that superstar is forced out of the ring and into a penalty box for 90 seconds before he can re-enter the match.
Sounds like a
Superstar
Jeff
who scored the
Jarrett
most
idea.
falls- Yeah, it really does. The superstar who has scored the most falls when the clock hits 25 minutes will be named the Iron Survivor and challenged for the NXT Championship at whatever that logo is.
I think that might have been the first one. This is the second time they've done it this time around. So.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
Well, doesn't Jeremy Borash do stuff for like NXT now? Or Joseph
He
Park or
does.
whoever?
He's like a producer, yeah.
For now.
I think Joseph Park's doing stuff on the main roster these days. He's a producer again. But I've seen this match before. It's quite good when it gets going. It's gonna be quite good. I'm surprised they've not done it on the main roster yet. But...
The penalty box kills it for me, and I think there was something in like TNA.
The penalty box, I've just seen the penalty box. It's at ringside next to the announce desk, and it looks like Michael Cole's little box that he had years ago.
The coal mine.
The coal mine. Yeah, they did it in the King of the Mountain match. So it was a ladder match, but if you pinned someone, they had to go into the cage for a little while.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
But I've got it on here. I'll keep this match has just started. We've got Wesley, Javon Evans, Ethan Page, and Nathan Fraser in this match. So I'll keep you updated whether you want them or not.
Javon Evans, Nathan Fraser, Ethan Page. Oh, and TBA. Apparently, there's going to be a Joker in this.
No, apparently it was Eddie Thorpe should have been in there, but he's been withdrawn. I don't know if he's injured or not.
What? It's a TBA, so you can put anyone else in there.
After suffering a brutal attack at the hands of an unknown assailant, Eddie Thorpe has not been medically cleared to compete.
The unknown competitor was taken out by an unknown assailant. Great. I could write this. That wasn't a joke.
Was it really? Was
I like
it
it.
TBA?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was TBA, apparently.
I'm just checking the website now. What are they saying on there?
This is silly.
Yeah, well, according to the site, it was Eddie Thorpe.
Yeah, okay, that's
Oh, yeah,
some, that's some
there you go.
Vince Russo shit then. Like, he would book a surprise competitor, but have him, like, taken out by a surprise assailant.
I don't think it couldn't.
Okay, so he was right. So it was TBD until there was a last chance fatal 4-way. So as everyone else had qualified with other things.
Gotcha.
So Nathan Frazier beat Eddie Thorpe to get in.
Yeah.
On the second chance.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
What's this for then? Is this for the? I'm not sure what it's for.
Number 1 contendership for championship at New Year's Evil.
Sure, yeah.
And Nathan Frazier is wrestling later on as well. He's a tag champ, so he's doing double duty.
Oh, he is, yeah. He is. He's British, Nathan Frazier.
Yeah, apparently he's from Jersey.
Good lad.
Whenever I hear Nathan Frazier, I think of Viscera, though. He was called Nelson Frazier. And he doesn't look anything like Viscera.
No, he doesn't.
Not that anyone does. All right, let's get back to the thing.
Where's Lee in action now? He's the representative of the famous Lee family.
He is one of the younger members of the Lee family.
Mm.
Yeah.
Dragon Lee, Keith Lee, AJ Lee.
AJ Lee, yeah. Yeah, Trevor Lee.
Sure, Trevor Lee, another one. Yeah. Sure, there's more.
Bruce Lee.
Bruce.
Not much, but involved.
Anyway, next up was the United States Championship, if I'm not mistaken.
That was Nakamura, LA Knight, and new champion. LA Knight.
Well, did you notice LA Knight dropped the title before he even started the match?
He did.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the joke going around Twitter that he dropped it before he even started the match.
Huh.
When he was getting into the ring, he literally dropped the belt.
Yeah.
And Corey Graves called him out on it. That was very funny. He had his head wasn't in the game.
Obviously not.
No.
Yes, that's true. That's points for all of us, not for Beans. He had LA Knight winning. That's what he gets for not showing up. Match was kind of there, much like LA Knight's title reign. It was there.
It was there, yeah.
It seems to be giving Nakamura a push again.
Yeah,
I like Nakamura. So see what interesting he can do with this push.
He's an old, ancient Japan samurai guy now.
Mm. There's a cool video actually Triple H put out on his Twitter. Before Survivor Series, where he's basically taking them through the new entrants and what he wants to see and stuff, and it's kind of cool to see how hands-on he is with stuff like that. I don't know. Vince never really did anything like that. I don't know how hands-on he was.
How handsy he was, yeah.
He was
probably
pretty
very
handsy
handsy
at times.
Yeah. I think you just gone past this one. It was near the top.
He's near the top. Okay. Well.
Yeah, up. There was one with like a big red moon on it.
Yeah, that was it.
LFG. There it is.
There you go.
Oh,
Cowboy.
okay.
It's an Undertaker.
I guess we could show this? I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
That won't be copyrighted, surely. It's on his Twitter.
Looks like so. He walks here, he stops for a second, then that light walks with him.
He's going to walk to me, and I'm
He's
going
gonna walk. So
he's gonna walk
he's gonna
to you.
walk into this light.
Right. So I should probably remain here and walk to me.
I think so. Yeah.
We're sending Shin back.
I think just to interject here, I think the only time we saw Vince McMahon get somewhat involved like this was when Rob Gronkowski was trying to take that fall during the pandemic WrestleMania onto the airbag, and he did, and Vince did it, and it's like, see, no big deal.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Not many times we can say that Vince does good stuff, man. I like that. I like that he was taking the big thing. I'm sure he did, because he was like a notorious micromanager. He must have done this kind of stuff, but yeah, I know what you mean. There's not a lot of footage of it, and I can't think of any times I've actually seen him do it.
I think only run.
Or did he just sit backstage? Did he just tell everyone, "This is what I want you to do"?
Right.
and then
Yeah.
scream at them when they didn't do it perfectly.
I mean, there's that, but the only other footage I could think of would probably be the WrestleMania in Vegas with the Julius Caesar theme and all that.
WrestleMania 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone in togas.
Yeah.
Down for in that first couple of seconds. When we black out, do we load you here? You know what I mean? Just load you here, and then once you see that red light turn on, you know what I mean? You can kind of
Know what I mean?
come up and start to walk. Dim him down, so I just want to light him up from underneath, so it's creepy, but I don't want him overlit. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I want light, but not too much light, you know?
Why does he need a monitor to watch it back? Like,
To see what it looks like on screen.
okay,
That's what it's gonna look like on
alright,
the
fair
show.
enough.
Yeah.
It also explains why they have the stuff underneath the ring and things like that. Okay, I mean, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of cool to see how hands-on he is. He obviously, I mean, like,
You know what I
he's
mean?
obviously, he must be a.
No,
Know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean, on an event day like that, you can imagine he must be really busy. So
Yeah.
usually because it's like they have to protect the art of kayfabe or whatever. But
Mhm.
yeah, no, I agree. It's pretty awesome to see, like, you know, how directional Triple H can be with, like, just down to the minute details of, like, lighting
yeah.
and things like that. You know what I mean?
I remember seeing
I know
a
what
couple.
you
I remember seeing a few videos of when he was in charge of NXT like that. I think there's a few videos where he's directing someone through an entrance quite in a similar way. So I'm guessing he's just taking the same approach. But yeah, cool.
I don't know how much can be too much, though, when you're micromanaging like that. As long as he's not doing that kind of stuff with scripts as well.
Yeah.
I need to do this line like this, exactly like this, how I say it. You got to give the people some freedom at some point. Gotta trust
Yeah.
them.
I think with an entrance, it's a bit different in it because you can sort of, you know, you can be that minute, can't you, into every little bit of detail.
Because he's the one watching it on the screen. He wants to know what's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
So.
What was that?
We opened.
The Mountain Dew.
It's
Citrus
Mountain
and
Dew.
cherry.
okay. Citrus cherry. Cherries and citrus.
Yeah.
Sounds like it could be alright. I'd try it.
It's pretty similar to Code Red.
I haven't had that either.
I need a
Get
new
all the
drink.
cool flavours.
We don't get any variation over it. I said this before.
No.
We don't get any difference.
No.
It's just. I don't mind Pepsi or Pepsi Max or whatever, but every now and then I like something new.
Yeah, I prefer the flavored stuff rather than the original.
Well, enjoy it while you can, because you're probably getting a sugar tax soon.
Oh, God.
Oh, really? They get it there, are they?
Well, I don't know. But RFK is in charge of health now, and he likes healthy things. It could be.
You
Debatable.
won't do that, Chump. Chump
Debatable.
loves Coke.
Yeah.
Doesn't he drink diet?
Yeah.
Does he?
Get
Oh,
the
I think
so.
get the aspartame out and put sugar back in the diet.
Yeah, do Diet Coke.
That
Yeah,
seems
yeah.
like something he would
Backed
do.
with sugar. He probably actually does.
Yeah.
I heard a story once, it probably was true, I don't know if it is. When he was in the first time,
Yeah.
the White House have got like their own chef for the president, obviously. And apparently he basically told the chef to go home and order McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah, he loves a bit of McDonald's.
I know, there's that picture recently, wasn't there, where they're on the plane with Musk eating McDonald's?
Yeah.
Yeah, and RFK was there as well, not looking happy about it. He doesn't eat that stuff. And he's a fitness guy.
Is he a health freak? Also seemed to be about him is that he was against the vaccine, wasn't he? That was about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm really going off on some tangents tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Copy image link. There you go. There's the guy. That's what he looks like.
Oh wow. You don't like that eating McDonald's, do you?
No, exactly. And
How old
he
is he?
is how old now? 70.
Wow.
It's got to be the brainworms.
The brainworms are doing something for him.
Yeah.
I could do with a couple.
I played something like that.
Yeah, there's something to it. So you never know. Sugar tax might be coming.
I don't know.
You know who else doesn't eat sugar? Braun Breaker,
Oh my god. That's
probably.
a terrible segue.
Well, no, that's right. He is still your Intercontinental Champion, beating
Yeah.
the challenges of Sheamus and Ludwig Kaiser. Me and Beans had Braun, and both of you had Sheamus to complete his, what would it be, Grand Slam?
It's the only title he hasn't won.
Well, he'll have to wait another day.
Or WrestleMania.
Yeah, maybe. Get Daniel Bryan back and that again.
The retired Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, one last go round with Sheamus at WrestleMania.
It's Daniel Bryan Danielson that's retired. Daniel Bryan's still
Daniel
going.
Bryan just disappeared a few years ago.
Yeah.
Still in his oxygen chamber, healing up. Yeah, this was a thing that happened. Three-way.
This was a good one,
thoughts,
though.
anyone?
Decent match, yeah.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
sounds about right.
Yeah.
Next up was Gunther beating Damian Priest by technical submission after Finn Balor ran in. He's still hanging around, that pesky Finn Balor. Gunther's still your World Heavyweight Champion, points all round. So we're finally getting Damian Priest, Finn Balor.
Probably.
At Saturday night's main event.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is that on? Is that actually
sorry.
booked?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, let me cut to it then. Where is it? I gotta say, Skype is a little bit hard to navigate, I gotta tell you.
That's not great.
Yeah, so next week, not officially a PLE, but there you have it. It is,
That's what we got so far.
yeah. You know, a little bit of the classic music here, I think.
They're
Yeah, there
actually
it is.
using it as well, you know. They're actually using the same one.
Sorry. The old intro music with it, or no?
Yeah.
Really?
They've been using it on the adverts anyway.
I know they had Collision for a short while was doing it's their own take of it, but I think they dropped it for whatever reason. But yeah,
They've also
that's
announced
next week.
last night, in fact, Jesse Ventura was going to be back on commentary.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited for that alone.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Last time he did that was at a Throwback Raw, and he was on commentary with Vince.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vince
Probably
won't be
not.
there.
Get that again. No.
No, he seems pretty sour on Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why he come back, didn't he? Because he said he wouldn't have anything to do with the company for ages, and then now the old guy's gone. He's back with them again.
I'm looking back at the last Saturday night's main event. Was July 28th, aired August the 2nd, 2008. It's a long time ago. JR and Jerry Lawler were the commentators, with CM Punk guest commentating for the opener.
Huh.
So maybe...
Is that the one where JBL had a drinking contest? With Stone
Yeah.
Cold?
I think so.
Apparently,
Remember that one.
JBL, Kane, Cody Rhodes, and Ted DiBiase beat John Cena, Batista, and Crime Time in an 8-man tag.
Wow.
Wow.
Mm.
There's the you'll get away with playing that, surely. It's an advert. That's the advert
doesn't
with the
mean-
music on it.
That doesn't mean anything. They could still claim it.
What can they? Okay.
And the one before, so this is August 18th, 2007. Evander Holyfield versus Matt Hardy.
Yeah!
Boxing match ended in a no contest.
Yeah.
I have no memory of this happening.
I do.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Because they were piping commentary into like Holyfield's locker room or something like that. Or at least that's what JBL said, I think, on the JBL and Cole podcast years ago. And how they were trying to like amp up Holyfield and just get him to like murder Matt Hardy or something like that.
Wow.
Huh. No, I couldn't.
I would love to.
Yeah,
listen to
vaguely.
those. Yeah.
I do vaguely remember that.
Oh
well. We have had a development in the Iron Survivor Challenge match. You half right, there was a secret entrance or mystery entrance.
There was, oh yeah, I see it.
Obafemi has just entered
Obafemi.
the match. I like him. He'd be good in the main roster. He's good.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a cool entrance. So he comes out and does little dances on his way to the ring. Although he's deadly serious, but there's a funny dance on the way to the ring.
Cool.
So yeah,
what's the...
one apiece.
Yeah, one's all round. And that means we've got less than 5 minutes left, right?
We have.
Oh. So basically, it's a 5-way, first fall to a finish.
And Wesley is currently in the penalty box.
Oof. Go on, Wes. All about that Wesley. He's my guy. Where were we? What were we doing? Gunther, he beat Damian Priest.
Yeah, so Matt Hardy backs the story up, by the way. Sorry, I was reading through this. I'm going to keep him as far away from my wife as I can. I think he's got babies with several different women. Hardy recalls Layfield saying when Holyfield was brought into the fold. Holy shit. That feed was also going into Evander Holyfield's locker room, and then the speaker was on, and they heard this, and the manager was his fiance/wife. So then she got furious over this, and they went to Vince, and they almost pulled out. Which, arguably, is what she should have done if he had multiple kids with different women. But,
that's right, I'm just reading on there. That was supposed to be MVP, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
And like it wasn't MVP like in the doghouse at that time. I can't remember. Cause like they
Wasn't he ill?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he went on a big losing streak for a while.
The two engaging in different competitions such as basketball push-ups and an eating contest.
Yeah.
And that's scheduled to face off in a boxing match, but plans changed when it was discovered that MVP couldn't compete due to a heart issue. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had Wolf Parkinson White syndrome or something?
Yeah. Instead of canceling the fight, Holyfield was chosen as the MVP's replacement, and despite Layfield's comments, Holyfield wound up not pulling out of the match, which went on as planned, and on an episode of Saturday Night's Main Event, earned a no contest. Hardy believes JBL apologized to Holyfield. I think he had to. That's why they stuck around. And recalled a conversation that he, McMahon, and JBL all had following the event. Vince said, "Fuck, John, what the fuck is wrong with you? We almost lost Evander, damn it. We almost lost." Oh. Are you kidding me, Vince? He said, "We almost lost Matt," which made Vince laugh.
Yeah.
It's true.
Don't give a
So
shit.
when was the drinking contest for the JBL and Austin?
That had to be on pay-per-view.
That was the same show. Could have been the same show, could it? I've got a clip here of it, but it was 2006, I think.
Yeah. Saturday Night's Main Event 2006.
Okay, so that one... There were two in 2006. That's when they were first brought back.
Yeah, that's right, I remember. It's still coming back to me now, yeah.
Alright.
I just clicked on that, and it takes me to a link on the WWE site, and then apparently, because I watched that, the next video it's recommending me to see is Tensai versus Titus O'Neil from Superstars in June 2013.
God.
Tensai.
Where's the link between that and JBL on the drinking contest? Anyway.
I remember hearing JBL tell that story too. So what Hardy said does, at least I think, validate it from his perspective and whatnot. I think JBL said that he didn't know that the speaker was on in Holyfield's locker room, and he was just doing what Vince was saying. I think, but I would have to track down if there's like any surviving copy of the JBL Cole show. That was a really good podcast to listen to, I gotta say.
Yeah, that was pretty good though. You seem to have stopped all the podcasts, haven't they? Corey Graves was doing one for a bit.
Yeah, I wonder why. It's almost as if podcasts aren't on the up and up or something.
Well, I think it's every bloody wrestler with a name's doing a podcast these days, aren't they?
Well, you have the guy who does like the wrestling shoots interview with like he's got like Steven Richards, Dutch Mantel. He did Shane Douglas. He had Shane Douglas for a little while, but then Shane like kind of flaked out on him. He's got like a whole hub of superstars. Chris Van Vliet's pretty much got the market cornered. I think WWE's like, you know what? Let this Chris guy do his thing. New Day, we'll turn him
made
heel.
more of it because there's quite a few people on the books that would be interesting to listen to.
Yeah. People on the
Femi
books.
has won the Survivor Challenge.
Oh, nice. People on the books
it was
that aren't.
2-2 with the last 30 seconds, and he got a pinfall.
Didn't even know he was in it, and now he's won.
People on the books that aren't Bruce Pritchard.
Evander Holyfield, by the way, has 11 children from 6 different women. So.
Jesus
so my joke is valid.
No
Okay.
judgment, but I think Matt might have been right about something.
Yeah.
Okay.
11 kids? Christ.
Yeah.
The Nick Cannon method.
Christmas must be really expensive for him.
Hopefully he's still got money.
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully.
Probably has.
Yeah, so again, Gunter is still your World Heavyweight Champion. And then our main event, another 40-minute match, was Bloodline, and everyone got injured, except CM Punk, miraculously.
Yeah.
And at the end of it all, the original, old-school, OG Bloodline came out on top. So, that's points for me and Smoot, not for Beans and Will. Thoughts about this one?
It was a decent match. It was a bit uneventful. I think everyone was sort of looking towards the end of it for something eventful to happen, which didn't really happen. But in terms
The
of the
Rock
match
didn't
itself,
walk out and do nothing.
no, didn't do nothing this time.
He didn't do nothing.
But yeah, there was a couple of these. There was a good spot with Bronson Reed was on the. Sorry, Roman Reigns was on the table. Bronson Reed was jumping off the top. Punk saved him.
Yeah, that looked good. That could have easily mistimed that one.
I think that was where Bronson broke his toe or something, or broke his foot or he's done something. It was quite good actually, just jumping ahead to SmackDown. So they did a little sort of injury report on SmackDown last night. Something they've never really done before. Just going over who got injured and how they did it, and kind of interesting to see. But yeah, what was the other spot as well with I'm thinking It'll come to me in a minute. No, it's gone.
No.
Sorry. But yeah, because they were lingering. I think they were teasing something was happening because after the match they were all lingering and doing all they all did the wands in the sky and Punk did his go to sleep pose and it was kind of the camera was sort of lingering on them as if they were teasing that something was going to happen, but it obviously didn't. But don't know what they're showing on Deadline right now, but I've just seen Stardust.
Huh.
What is this? Cody Rhodes walking through a door.
Stardust is around?
Oh, it's some sort of highlight package of Cody Rhodes' career, I think.
Oh.
I don't know why they're showing this now, but sorry, I got distracted by Stardust.
There's a very memeable picture.
Yeah, I've seen this. Yeah, we got a good photo of that. I've seen a couple of people say when you fall out with your wife in a lift.
There was something about confirmed injuries. There you go. This is what I was looking for. We've got Bronson Reed broken foot. It was Jimmy Uso who broke his toe. And
right,
Tonga Loa tore his bicep. So that's a bad one. No, they're all pretty bad. So yeah, original Bloodline win. Yeah, point, no point, which means 5 matches on this show. Again, that seems to be the standard. And in second place is Smoot, Beans, and you will, all of you, in joint second. No one could beat my perfect game. Done it. Done it again. Which means 49 matches this season predicted. Will, you're behind on 31. I would have thought it would be Beans. Beans on 33, Smoot on 35. I'm ahead on... How the hell have I got 40? 40 out of 49? My God. I'm a machine. Wow.
Considering, I don't want to sort of blow me on trumpet, but considering I'm the only guy that actually watches WWE on a regular basis, you think I'd be doing better, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I think my predictions are all going to fall apart, though, when we do the new women's titles. The women's mid-card titles are debuting soon. And we got some tournament trees to predict from. Smoot's gone quiet.
Yeah.
No, I think we might be on our own. But when he gets back, we'll go through those.
What'd you say?
Oh, there he is. There he is. He'll be around somewhere.
I had to quickly use the bathroom, sorry.
Yeah, fair enough. You came second in that prediction game.
Yeah, because I only got like 3. Same with Beans. And Will.
And Will, yeah.
Okay. Well, I feel less terrible about it now.
It's only 5 matches. 3's
That's
not
what I'm
that
saying.
bad.
Like, what the...
Yeah.
They gotta stop doing these, like, low-card pay-per-views, man.
Wow.
I don't think they're going to stop.
If they're doing 2 matches that go 40 minutes each. And...
Yeah, like... I don't know, some matches just lose my attention.
Oh, yeah. That happens. That happens. Do you want to do the main event stuff now, or should we predict the women's titles?
We can do the predicting the main event titles here.
The main event?
The women brackets and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we've got the brackets as well. Yeah,
that's true. Yeah.
You would definitely want to look through those.
Okay.
Are we doing? Sorry, we're doing Saturday night's main event this week. I thought we were doing it next week.
Next week.
Yeah, next week makes sense. Yeah. Saturday night.
Think...
When is Saturday night next week?
Between Friday and Sunday.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
What kind of time would we have to go on early?
I think it might be okay because it's at a reasonable time again. I think it's a fairly normal time. I think it's 1 a.m. our time, so
Okay. Saturday night's
it'll
pretty
be
famous
okay.
on Sunday morning.
Yeah, it is. Interesting before I was talking about that actually. If not so much interesting for us because we'll find a way to watch it anyway. But so this week, well, after Survivor Series, we all got email. Anyone subscribing to the WWE network, we got an email to say the network is no more after the 1st of January, which we kind of knew that was happening. There would have been a subscription you would have had to pay for December, but they're being nice to us and giving it for free.
Oh.
So everyone gets December free. I thought Saturday night's main event was going to be on the network, but it came out this week. And it interesting. Well, I think it's interesting anyway. They're doing it. It's going to air live on YouTube in the UK.
Okay.
So that'll be free for everyone. Anyone who wants to watch it on YouTube.
Oh.
So it'll be interesting to see if they get any additional viewers they might not otherwise have got. Also on the Netflix story, just while we're talking about that, someone spotted today. I've not actually looked at it myself, so I'm going to do it right now. If you do a search for WWE on Netflix, in the UK anyway, there's a lot of old stuff showing up, old shows.
Uh-huh.
There was a bit of a story whether or not they were going to get old content on there, but it looks like they are adding a lot of it. Which is good.
How old are we talking about? Like, how old?
It's mainly all pay-per-views, what I can see at the minute. Tell you what, you won't be able to see it on the show, but I can share my screen with you, can't I?
Yeah, I have to reshare it with you after I'm done, or after you're done with it.
Yeah, no worries.
Sure.
I'll take a second. So if you, there we
yeah.
go. So if I do
Subscribe.
that, there we go. So obviously we got what was already there, SmackDown, and interestingly they changed SmackDown, by the way, 'cause SmackDown was due to be live before Raw in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
I think they wanted Raw to be sort of the debut. So SmackDown will be the week after now on Netflix. NXT obviously, and then Raw there. And if you go down, you've got I don't know why these are showing up, but you've got WrestleMania's there.
Yeah.
So don't know if you see nothing actually showing up yet because those shows is coming soon.
Remind me.
You've got Mania, and if you go down, you've got Fastlane, Extreme Rules, King of the Ring, Chamber, Armageddon. Fully loaded.
24 Hours in Tesco. I remember that one.
That was a good pay-per-view, that one. One of the best.
One of those UK exclusive pay-per-views.
Don't forget the sequel,
Glorified
24 Hours in Aldi. But yeah, there was a bit of a story whether or not Netflix were going to have old content. There's going to be new stuff, but it looks like they are going to have quite a fair bit.
The Big Show was there.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
Where's that?
No, is that scroll up a little bit above Super Pro? There it is, under Raw.
Oh yeah.
We want to talk about forgetting things that happened. The Big Show.
The Big Show.
Yeah.
Fighting
No, well, all
big
these got to do with WWE, but you know.
Also, 24 Hours in Little.
Yeah.
That's the AEW version.
Okay.
So they're showing the NFL as well, aren't they? They've got NFL games on Christmas Day.
Huh. That's kind of
So they've got quite a fair bit of live stuff coming up.
Yeah.
I'll turn this off now.
Okay. Here, let me put it back to what I had for you guys. Hold on. Yeah.
Speaking of old content, actually, just very quickly as well. So, I don't know if you've seen this WWE Vault channel that they started up
yeah.
on YouTube. They've been starting to upload some of the old, remember the old DVDs used to come out with like documentaries on them and stuff.
Yeah.
Punk did one. There's one for Heyman as well. There's a few of them. They've started uploading them in full to the YouTube channel, which is kind of interesting if you want to watch them. They're all there. Or some of them are anyway.
Yeah, there was something. I can't remember what it was recently. I watched something recently on the Vault. I can't remember.
There's a full episode of WWE Saturday Night's Main Event
Yeah.
from.
Oh god, don't autoplay. Don't. There we go. Okay. Shawn Michaels versus Marty Jannetty.
1986. I wasn't born then.
Jeez. Way to make me feel old.
Yeah, there's some good stuff on that Vault channel. It's worth a look.
Yeah.
A look through.
They post all sorts of stuff like the Broken Skull sessions with Kane recently.
Yeah.
Boo.
I think now they might. Maybe the idea is now that obviously the network isn't going to be a thing and Peacock and whatever. You might get more stuff that was on the network kind of showing up on here.
The full home video of WWE Super Tape.
Yeah, some little gems on there.
John Cena on Saturday Morning Slam. Only Saturday Morning Slam throwdown from the WWE Vault.
That was the Saturday Morning Show.
Nunzio, when they did the spot at the Hammerstein Ballroom, they got him to intro a dark match with the Cruiserweight title in Italy.
Mm.
Oh yeah, the Arnold Schwarzenegger elbow strike to Triple H when he was on commentary on that one SmackDown. Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff. Steve Blackman looking old.
Mm.
Oh, he finally aged.
Yeah. We were talking about him, I think, like a few weeks ago. Like, where's Steve Blackman? What's he doing? And yeah, look at that. Randomly shows up. Talking about the hardcore match with Shane McMahon.
The WrestleMania, yeah. That was
all sorts of stuff
that was
here.
a moment. Dave Bautista's Raw debut.
Heenan and Monsoon from, I guess, Superstars.
Quite good with that. They've got a lot of like first matches and debuts and stuff. There's Finn Balor's first match in NXT on there. And...
Austin.
Wasn't that with that was with the tag team? Who was the tag team with the rat guy? Connor and Victor.
The rat guy.
Yeah, who were they? Connor and Victor. What was their name? Connor O'Brien was the rat guy.
Oh.
And then they were like a gothic, scary tag team. And then Finn Balor had his match with them.
Did he?
Oh, hold on. I know who you're talking about. The Ascension.
The Ascension. There you go, the Ascension.
No, this is his first match in NXT. It is a tag match, but he's with wow, there's a name.
Hideo Itami. Yeah, I just remember that.
And against Tyson Kidd and Justin Gabriel.
Maybe it was when he first did the Demon then, because I remember the Ascension used to do their big entrance in NXT, and it was all like intimidation thing. It was kind of a karrion cross deal where it was all like big production for the entrance. So they did that, and then Finn Balor came out as the Demon, and there was a close up of one of them, Connor, I guess, with his face like, "What the fuck is this?" This guy. He got out demoned.
I never knew. I mean, obviously, I know Tyson Kidd and Natalya married. But I never knew she actually was his manager for a bit.
Well, they were a tag team, weren't they? They were the Hart Dynasty. Him and D.H. Smith.
Oh, of course, yeah. Tyson Kidd was going to be really good, wasn't he? Shame what happened to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Definitely had
There's
it.
all sorts of stuff. Yeah, definitely worth a check because like it kind of the channel just showed up out of nowhere, and
yeah.
it seemed like this seems like a fan made sort of thing. It's gonna get shut down within like a few weeks. But...
Wasn't there a guy? I can't remember his name now. You might know it. There's a guy that showed up in AEW.
Do you
I
remember
think he was
these
Japanese.
5 superstars as Kizarni?
Yeah,
I do remember Kizarni.
going back to MVP when he was on that losing streak, the
Yeah.
win that broke the streak was against Kazarni, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Will? Sorry, someone showed
This
up in.
Japanese guy, I think, showed up in AEW, and then I think they had the right to like his match in New Japan or something, so they timed it quite well. Like the day after or the night even that he showed up in AEW, they put the match up on the Vault channel.
Huh.
I don't remember the guy's name,
Cool.
but
Who would they have had?
can't remember who it was.
But yeah, no, this is apparently like a WWE like backed account. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They've, that's a good one. The Kevin Owens video that he did when he was first went to
Yeah.
the Performance Center.
the promo that
Oh,
earned Kevin
sweet.
Owens
The promo that earned Kevin Owens a contract. Because he was always a promo guy back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was been a great talker way back. That's the first I ever saw of Kevin Steen back then. Was him doing like these really low budget promos outside arenas. There's one where he's interrupted by a plane flying over. He just yells, "Fucking plane!"
Yeah, this is...
Speaking of Kevin Owens promos, there was a good one on SmackDown. We'll have to watch it after if we get a chance. It was pretty good.
But like, this is what I was talking about. Like, it was all these like, this looks like stuff that they would pull off of like WWE.com with like the photos and things like that, and then just add like a Money in the Bank, the logo and full match and all that. And then as time went on, because like this all just seems like a fan account. Like,
Yeah, it looks kind of like there's that picture of Kurt Angle.
Yeah, about to get decked. Yeah.
Oh, he's about to
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it looks like they were using it to promote Money in the Bank early
Right.
on. It's just all Money in the Bank clips.
Right. Because it just, like I said, it sprawled out of nowhere. And then
Suddenly they actually find some fairly interesting stuff that we haven't seen forever.
Yeah. So.
I think TNA are quite good at doing that. About the guy, the AW guy. I was trying to find who he was. But and then they put the video up afterwards. TNA are quite good, if anything. If someone that they had on their roster does something big, I think there was one with when Drew McIntyre did something recently. They put a clip of like his debut in Impact or something. They've done stuff like that, which is quite good.
Yeah.
Charlotte, Becky, and Sasha kickstart the women's evolution.
They did, yeah.
Wasn't that when Stephanie brought them all to Raw?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Put them together in teams and named them.
Yeah.
Stephanie McMahon gets arrested. 2014. Speaking of. Let's get to the brackets. This is for next week, I presume. Which, by the way, Chuck's has a 5-point lead in the prediction game here. Just to... I don't know if we put that over while I was away in the bathroom. There you go.
Only missed 9 matches this whole season so far.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Here, let me...
There's a good match there, sure. Just on the Vault channel, there's a match there. Cody Rhodes and Johnny Gargano take on Drew McIntyre and Chris Hero in Evolve.
Yeah.
Are you going to see that again? Stuff like that you're never really going to see, but...
Yeah, it was something really rare like that kind of made people think, oh shit, this is actually like legit. This isn't
got
like...
some stuff and they're actually going to show it, not pretend it didn't
Yeah.
exist.
Right.
Cody Rhodes and CM Punk team up in OVW.
Nice.
Okay, there's Skype window. Okay, so this is... Let me make sure I got this right here. This is for the Intercontinental Championship, right?
Yeah, that one is, yeah.
We don't know where the finals are going to take place. We know that the United States one is supposed to be on Saturday night's main event next week. So Will said that there's some matches that have already happened, but these are he wanted me to do the bracketology of this, and I haven't watched WWE in forever here, so I'll give this my best shot.
I need to get the results up of the match that have already happened, so I can tell you whether you're right or not.
All right. So let me. Nope, not that. There we go. So this is kind of a janky way of we're doing it, but I do have the telestrator here.
Nice.
So, which is the one
I've
that's
already done my predictions. They're up on my Twitter right now.
Okay.
I'll go through it with you.
So
I agree with what you're saying.
Gotcha. Which is the one that has already happened, Will, that you mentioned?
Well, there's been matches in both, but the one that has the least matches is the IC title one.
Okay.
Where we've already had Dakota Kai versus Shayna Baszler versus Katana Chance.
So this one up in the upper left.
Yeah.
Okay. Right out of the gate, I would probably say Shayna here would be moving on.
Disagree. I've got Katana.
Really?
Yeah.
That is such an NXT name, by the way, Katana Chance.
It's the most NXT name. Katana Chance. Neither one
Do you
of
like to
those
say if you're right
words
or
is
not,
a
or do you
name.
want to wait till the end?
I'll you know, wait. Let's wait here.
Okay.
Now, has this progressed anywhere in the semifinals?
No.
Here? No.
Just
okay.
the one match so far.
Okay. So far, I would probably then go with Raquel, big back Raquel.
Agreed.
Okay. Goes there. On the other side. Oh man, I am in the dark between
Yeah.
Lyra, Zelina, and Ivy. I don't know. Zelina hasn't really been noteworthy, I would say. Shayna's kind of like the MMA person, so I don't know if they would do MMA versus MMA. But the company is TKO, and they are a part of UFC, so it's not that far-fetched. I would probably say that I kind of want to lean towards Ivy Nile, personally. So I'll make that official. I don't know if Chuck agrees with me or not.
I've got Lyra.
Okay.
But I was torn on those two as well.
Yeah.
Lyra and Ivy, I couldn't tell you.
And the bottom right, Alba Fire, Kairi Sane, and Natalia. I think Kairi Sane. Hold on.
I went with Kairi too. It was going to be
Yeah.
either her or Elbow
Alba.
Fire, because
Yeah.
I don't see Natalia winning.
It'd be nice,
But-
but no.
Yeah. Just figured, why not Kairi?
All of your picks, Smooth, are all sort of, how can you put it? They've all been quite prominently featured lately, so.
Oh.
Just.
Alright. Well, I mean, look. I know Shayna's been kind of doing stuff. Dakota Kai recently came back. I've never fucking heard of Katana Chance. I'm sorry. I'm just being real. That's the most NXT name I've ever fucking heard of.
She's in a tag team with Caden Carter from the other match, Casey and Casey.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes a little bit more sense, but...
Weren't they tag champions for a little while?
They were.
On the main card?
Yeah, on the main roster.
Never fucking heard of them. I remember Caden being like one of the audience fill-in people for the pandemic shows, but like outside of that, I've never
He
heard
used to
of
come
them.
out with a pyro gun like China used to do.
Oh, nice.
Katana Chance was Casey Catanzaro. She was the Ninja Warrior champion.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know if that sounds familiar.
Okay, so then,
Would you like me to give you the? Oh, you can carry on. Sorry, go on.
okay, so now here we have Shayna and Raquel. I would probably have Raquel move on and go here.
Yeah, I've got Katana and Raquel, but I agree Raquel makes it to the final.
Actually, I guess I could put Raquel right here, right?
Yeah.
Big back Raquel.
Big back rack.
Big back rack. And then on the other side, it would be
Ivy Nile and Kyrie.
I don't feel confident in this. I don't know why. It just doesn't. Okay, this is where just me not watching the product isn't helping me. I would probably. I would probably say Kyrie in the final.
That's what I did too. Lyra and Kyrie in this semi-final, but I've got Kyrie going through.
Okay.
So we've ended up with the same final.
Interesting.
Okay. Here, I'll just outline it just to kind of make it nice and pretty. Now who do I have here? Probably, if I had to guess, since Raquel's still schmoozing it up with, what's her face? Liv Morgan, right?
Yeah. They're in the new Judgment Day, yeah.
The new Judgment Day.
Oh no, they're the original Judgment Day.
What the Judgment Day doesn't matter. It's still a terrible
the
name.
actual Judgment Day.
I would say Raquel probably wins it, either with or without help. Either with or without help with Liv Morgan, helping her gain the IC title. I don't know how you feel about that.
I feel the same.
Really?
Yeah, I'll go with Raquel in the thing. Yeah.
I feel a little bit more confident now. Okay.
So we only disagreed on 2 matches there, and that's pretty good.
Alrighty.
Pretty good. What have you got for the next ones then?
Would you like me to give you the only result? That
Oh yeah. What do we know of the tournament so far?
Well, if the first match that you had up there,
This is where my bracket gets busted. Sorry.
Dakota Shayna Katana.
Yeah, unfortunately you're wrong. Dakota Kai won.
Really?
What, we're both wrong?
Okay.
But you still could be on for your final pick, because not has happened yet.
Okay, alright.
So the Katana chance failed.
Yo, shocker!
I like that.
Somebody named Katana Chance didn't win. Oh man. Oh, well, good for
Now going
Dakota,
into the
I
next
guess.
one, we actually have results all the way to the finals. So
Okay, so okay, hold on. Let me. All right, I saved this to Photoshop, or at least I have a copy of it. Let me get rid of this. Okay. And let me go. There we go. Look how seamless that was.
that was good though. Hold on.
All right. Okay. So this is the one that's furthest along.
Yes, we have
Bailey, Candice LeRae,
finals.
B-Fab. Okay. The finals is for next week.
Yes.
Okay. All right, right off the gate here. I'm gonna go with Bailey.
I believe. Sorry, just to clarify that the actual finals, what do we call the semi-finals, really? But they will take place on SmackDown on Friday, and the final itself to crown the champion will be on Saturday.
Gotcha. Okay.
Nice. Thus all these first round matches have been done, all 4.
Yes, we have the 4 in the final.
So Bianca
Finals.
In the semi-finals.
Bianca has which championship? The tag team?
Bianca's got the there's a bit of a story where maybe that might get stripped very soon because Jade is still injured.
Couldn't they just freebird it and give it to Naomi?
Yeah.
Possibly. Cole did mention it last night. They were said there's been some discussion. That's all he said. Because Jay's not actually injured. It's
No.
storyline, so
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on really.
I'm gonna go Chelsea Green because WWE does not like having people, or even like the insinuation of like having 2 sets of belts or whatever.
They didn't, but that might have been a Vince thing.
Maybe.
Thing, yeah.
So I've got Bailey and Bianca.
I'm going Chelsea because she's gonna stink up the other 2.
Maybe.
We'll see what happens. Bailey, Chelsea, okay. We know Jade's out of this. Have they replaced Jade with anybody?
They have. I'm just looking at that now. It was
Lash Legend.
Lash Legend from NXT.
Who the fuck?
Well, say from NXT. I think she's main roster now.
Okay. No, I don't like anybody over here.
Jade was a really easy pick as well.
Yeah.
She's the one.
Yeah.
She's the obvious winner, and she's not there anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Probably. I'll go. I guess Michin.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I look. It's not really that big. Look, come on.
I had Piper just because it's
I
Piper.
was thinking of that. I'll have her go there. And then, a big bowl of what the fuck down here. Tiffany Stratton with the Money in the Bank case. Elektra Lopez, excuse me. And Naomi. I may have to change it for Bianca then, because I don't see who Chelsea could mess with other than Piper. But then you would have a Chelsea Piper final. I don't see that happening. Tiffany's got the Money in the Bank case. I don't think they would give her the title and also like a mid-card belt, and then also a opportunity to go for the one of the 2 big belts for the women's division. So I don't think it's Tiffany. I don't know who the fuck Elektra Lopez is. I know that's another NXT call-up, but I know nothing of her. I pretty much have to go Naomi by default. But if I go Naomi, I kind of want to change my Chelsea pick over here then. If that's doable. What the fuck? Get out of here with paint. I know how to erase things. Hold on. Shut up. Get out of
Why
here.
do you want to change Chelsea because of Naomi?
Because I think Bianca's the one that took Jade out of the tournament and quote-unquote put her on the storyline shelf here.
Okay.
So
You want her to meet Naomi in the final?
Yeah.
Okay, that could be fun.
But Bianca has the tag, but they're making this difficult. I don't like this.
That's how it is in the prediction game.
Yeah. So I think here you have Bianca beating Bailey. It's gonna take a little bit to write out. Sorry. And I think you have Naomi beating out whoever the fuck is up here. It doesn't matter. I think that's just a gimme for Naomi to go into the final here. And then I think on the show itself, we'll see like GTV footage of like Jade getting like power bombed onto the car or whatever by Bianca. And then that's going to distract Naomi. Bianca rolls up Naomi 1, 2, 3, new United States champion as well as tag champion. And then I don't know what the fuck happens from there, but I think Bianca is your new United States champion next week. Now, Will, how wrong am I?
Before you do that,
oh right, Chuck, sorry.
I got Bailey the same. I went with Bianca. You've changed your mind to Bianca, so we're agreed there. The other side's totally different. I've got Piper and Tiffany, with Tiffany going through to the final against Bailey, and then Bailey being your first US champion. I kind of want to put it on Tiffany as well, have the case and the belt, but it just feels more right with Bailey. Like they want her to be like the historic first champion. I think she would make a good.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, remember when?
Yeah. Supposedly, I saw one of the Instagram blurbs that she's like a locker room leader currently, Bailey.
Guess so. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I can believe that.
If that is the case, put the title on her. I wouldn't be upset by that. Will, all right, now tell me how wrong I am.
So your first match, you're actually right. Bailey did win.
Okay.
Hey.
Second one, I can't believe you changed it. Chelsea Green won.
God damn it!
Okay, knowing that, Chelsea could go all the way.
Well, didn't want to say, but Chelsea's my pick to win, to be fair.
Yeah.
I thought she might win this all along. Next one, you're right, Michin is in the next round.
No, shut. Is that the first match she's ever won?
I'm not sure, you know. Unfortunately, you're wrong with the next one. It's Tiffany who won.
Yay!
God damn it.
So we have the finals of Bailey versus Chelsea and Michin versus Tiffany.
Okay, so it's Bailey. Fuck.
Semi-final, sorry. So my pick is Chelsea. To be honest, I think Chelsea would be a good first champion.
Yeah.
Because that's what I was leading with, but like the fact that like I saw the whole thing with like who took out Jade is like that's a big like you could have the big payoff at Saturday night's main event to that, and I think like my idea isn't that far fetched, you know?
No.
Yeah, I can't believe I changed it either.
It was I would have gone with Chelsea all the way, I think, but she was in the match with Bianca, and I can never predict against Bianca.
Yeah. Because like seeing the right side of the bracket, what threw me off was like Tiffany's got the Money in the Bank case. She doesn't need the mid-card title. Piper, yeah, maybe, but she really hasn't regained her footing since being teamed up with Nikki, what's her face, almost a superhero.
Yeah.
Lash Legend is another fucking ridiculous NXT name, so no. Michin is the only thing that kind of made sense over there.
See, I was thinking it would be Piper.
I don't know.
Because Piper's with Chelsea, right?
Yeah.
So that could have been a final, but no.
No. Fucking A.
I think Chelsea deserves it. I think she's done quite well the last couple of years.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, you know what? She kind of deserves it after being made a fool of with the whole dumpster angle. You know, in hindsight, but like, Yeah. Okay.
That bump she took at Money in the Bank. That's
Yeah, that too.
that was
That too. Okay. Get me out of here. Get me out of this. Should we get to the thumbs and then we can wrap up here?
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Alrighty. Where's the thing at? No, not that. No, not that either. That's the one. What do you have?
I think I want to swoop before anyone else steals it.
All right.
I'll-
Thumbs up this week.
Go ahead.
You already know what it is. The New Day. It's a new
Oh,
day. Yes, it is.
That's my thumbs down, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
No, it's a kind of a double thumbs up because Big E wrote an article on the Players Tribune,
Yeah.
which was excellent.
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
how ghost written it was. Hopefully not at all because it was great. So it was just in time for this segment. It came out on that Monday, I think. You read that, and it's like the most babyface thing possible. It's so good to make you. He's super sympathetic in it. Tells you his whole life story, career story, and why things matter to him and stuff. It's great. And then he comes out on this New Day breakup angle to try and bring them back together, and he does at his own expense. I don't know. I like the whole thing. I hate the idea that they're breaking up because they were always the team that would never split.
Yeah.
But the way it worked was actually really cool. And you never know what could happen. They'll probably end up back together at some point.
I think 10 years is a good time to do something like this.
They mentioned in that promo when they both went off on him. He's been gone for 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, before the
Seems like
pandemic,
long,
right?
It might have been I think it's possibly mid-pandemic or mid-2020, I
think it was before.
March 11th. Oh, so it was like right at the start, right before maybe we...
2022. 2 years.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, March 11th, 2022.
Why did they say it was 4 years?
I don't know.
Okay, well, fine then. I thought it didn't seem like that long.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, yeah.
I
really
good
like
segment,
the
I thought. I liked it, yeah.
I did not. It just seemed really hokey. Like, Xavier and Kofi were just blaming Big E, like, hey, where were you? As if, they didn't know that Big E was, like, working the pre-show. And,
No, they said he was. They pointed that out.
Yeah.
They said,
Yeah,
you've been in your cushy desk job the whole time.
Right.
Not helping us out. Because he did. He just came back randomly and said, I'm going to be your manager now. And they're like, where the hell have you been? You've been working. You've been on the road with us. Why have you not been our manager? Yeah. That's true. That's legit. Where has he been?
I don't know.
They brought a lot of... It was very real, they brought obviously the fact that he has been injured and, as with what did Kofi say? You broke your neck, so what?
Yeah.
That I thought was pushing the line a little bit.
Yeah.
But Woods did say, well, I broke, I don't know what injury he had. He had broke his Achilles, I think. He tore his Achilles tendon.
Yeah.
And I'm still here. I came back. So
Okay, big whoop.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
we all get injured.
You want a cookie? Like, I'm sorry.
Other people. Edge broke his neck. He came back.
And then went to a different company.
After 7 years, but he came back.
Yeah, and then went to a different company.
And then, yeah.
Kurt Angle broke his neck, came back, went to a different company.
Won a gold medal with it, and then carried. Yeah.
Steve Austin.
Okay. Other people. Steve Austin.
Came back, took his ball, went home.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just didn't sit well with me. And then the fact that, like, I don't know, they're ragging on Big E, like, trying to settle down for, having, like, a near-death experience. Let alone a near career-ending experience as well. Like, God forbid he has a relationship with somebody outside of the pro wrestling world.
Made it good. I think it made it mean making it seem real.
No.
Well, I think that was the bit where they
Not
were
when they-
heels. Like, there's a certain amount that they can resent him a little bit for not being there when they needed him. You can understand it to a degree, and then they went too far with it.
Both
Then they said, like,
Kofi and
you broke your neck, so what? Well, it's a serious injury. You can't just say so what.
both Kofi and Woods are married and have kids. Like,
The hypocrites. That's what makes them bad guys.
no,
That's
that
why it
doesn't,
works.
no, you
That's why I
cannot.
like
Oh
it.
my god, that doesn't make a good bad guy.
Plus
No.
it does. All the good bad guys are hypocrites a little bit.
Yeah.
I think that's my main issue. Is like that is just no. You don't just be a hypocrite and then just be like, "Ooh, I'm the bad guy now," because I'm doing the same thing you're doing.
You can see their point, and you agree a little bit, but they take it too far. That's what makes it good. There's a foundation of truth to it, but they've overreacted or they've responded in the wrong way. That's what makes them a bad guy. He started in a good place, but went off course. I think it works.
That's why I disagree.
You think they should have valid reasons for everything, totally justified?
In a world where people are striving for pro wrestling to be a little bit more on the real side, yeah.
I think that would make them good guys, though. If everything they said was totally justified and like on the level,
Then you'd have the people cheering for that.
yeah, if you're like, yeah, fuck this Big E guy, where's he been?
Yeah, I
So there's a-
don't know. It didn't sit well with me. I just didn't like it when I saw the segment. I thought it was
So
very
there's a little
corny.
bit of background to this actually. I don't know if you picked this up during the week. It's come from Dave Meltzer, so you know,
Oh God!
take it with a pinch of salt. But you know, no, it does sound this could be true actually. I don't know if you remember Odyssey Jones.
Yes,
Yeah.
sadly.
So he was involved with the New Day. Kofi had brought him in.
Right.
He wasn't actually. He hadn't actually joined the New Day. He was helping them for a bit. Xavier wasn't happy with the whole situation, and they were building up to something. Every week, Xavier wasn't happy with the whole what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
And then, just totally out the blue, Odyssey Jones got released.
Yeah, because of that
Um,
domestic violence charge or whatever.
Yeah, so they cut him, and then it was never really mentioned again, and he was never mentioned again.
Right.
Story apparently was supposed to go that they were going to bring him in officially to the New Day and replace Big E,
Oh.
Big O.
okay.
and then Big E would
Big O.
show up and not be obviously not be very happy with this, and then all three of them would turn on Big E. So that was always going to be the plan. They were always going to turn on Big E in some way. But yeah, it was supposed to be Odyssey Jones as well. But I like it. I've heard a theory now that maybe, I don't know how this might go down, but maybe Big E comes back as a competitor, maybe at the Rumble,
Yeah. I can
and
see
then we lead to some sort of thing between the three of them, which then leads to a triple threat, possibly at Mania. Because there's still sort of teasing, at the end of that segment, there's still sort of teasing a bit of thing between Xavier and Woods not being happy with each other, aren't they? So,
I
maybe
don't know, they
that's
seem
cool.
to have some kind of understanding there.
yeah, but it was just at the end
It's
when they
just us
sort
now.
of, yeah. Boy. Yeah, it'd be interesting if that's the way they go down, like a New Day triple threat.
Yeah, could be.
Oh, that could be interesting. But I enjoyed it. I liked it. Thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that too. That was my thumbs up, definitely.
My thumbs up is the Continental Classic matches are a good vibe.
Yeah, they've been.
What's been going on? I've not been keeping up.
It's just good TV. Like I'm a fan of like not having the outside interference.
Yeah.
There's like I don't know. It's just good wrestling. I feel it's kind of what AEW needs, but at the same time they need some sort of story They needed like a story writer for sure.
They need Vince Russo, definitely.
Okay, let's not get carried away. I mean, when they dumped the blood on Malachi Black that one episode, I swear to God, it made it seem like Russo was back and was like actually writing for AEW. Which
He would give people characters and stuff. That's actually what they need. They really need a Vince Russo.
I don't know about that. But...
Unironically, they would. Yeah, you're right. It's what they do best. It's the wrestling stuff, and it's very wrestling-y.
Right.
The storyline is the best wrestler is going to get a world title match at some point, which is
kind of.
Which is that's a story. It's not the most exciting or unique one, but it's a sport, and this is treating the sport as much like a sport as you're going to see. So, yeah, it kind of works.
I want to give a thumbs up to the Kevin Owens, Cody Rhodes situation, if you like. The way they've done it has been really well done, I think. They're building Kevin Owens as this heel type character, but he's actually got some really valid points in things he's been saying about Cody, teaming with Roman Reigns, and there was a really good sort of video package last week that's basically highlighted that everything Owens was saying was actually true, and he's not really the bad guy, it's Cody. And then last night, we'll have to try and watch it off here if we can. It was funny.
Sure.
So they've been hyping up a sit-down interview between Michael Cole and Kevin Owens, and then for obviously the show, Corey Graves said there's been a post on social media from Kevin Owens relating to you, Michael. Can we show us? They ended up showing it. Basically, he was refusing to come into the arena because he was outside, but he refused to come in because he said he's turned up the last couple of times and has been told that he's not needed and he's not allowed in.
Huh.
So he said he wasn't coming in tonight. So he said if Cole wants the interview, he'd have to go outside and do it with him. So you see Cole walk out and do the interview, and he's sitting in his car doing this interview, and then it's just funny the way it goes down. We'll have to watch it later. But yeah, just the way the storyline's been going, I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it.
Oh, what was my thumbs down? I had a thumbs down. Damn it. I've lost it. Oh no, it was WarGames matches, just in general. I think I did this the same time last year.
Well.
It's the format of the WarGames. It sucks.
Yeah, it does.
You know, for how many years we've had Hell in a Cells, and we've had Elimination Chambers and stuff like that, and the IWC, those guys, have been saying, let's just do WarGames. Why can't they do WarGames? They own WarGames. Why don't they just do a WarGames? If you're going to do Elimination Chamber, just do the WarGames. But Vince doesn't like WarGames. Well, no, they finally do it, and you can see why they've never done it before. It sucks. The match doesn't start for the first, half an hour that this match has been going on?
Yeah.
So what's the point of that first half an hour?
Well, somebody needs to take one of the opponents and throw him out of the cage, and then there you go. That ends the match. By a disqualification.
Well, that would be silly.
Well, that's what needs to happen.
That's what needs to happen. They could do something in that time. Like have eliminations. The match doesn't end, but if you pin one of the guys, they're out. And that gives you a permanent advantage.
Yeah.
That would at least make it something.
Yeah. No, I agree.
So yeah, I don't like him. There's so much like messing around, and especially in the women's match, and it's one or the other. It's not just the women. I'm not, happen to be them this time, but the men do it too. Too many weapons and stuff. It's very contrived. Like someone comes to the ring and they have to look under the ring to get whatever their weapon is. It's a stick or a bin or a table or something. oh, it's not over there, so I have to go around this other side of one of the rings, and it's.
Yeah.
And then it was Io, wasn't it? Had her own customized bin with the rope on it because she knew she was going to climb up and do the moonsault. This, I don't know. It's just not real, is it? It all just feels very phony.
Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to go over here in the corner and you're going to grab this purple trash can and you're going to put it on yourself. You know what I mean? And then,
You know what I mean?
And at this point, you and this other person are going to jump simultaneously off the top of the cage and it'll be great. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the camera's going to miss it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like an old man saying it's all a bit hokey.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Like, it doesn't make sense to me why, after like a half hour, the match finally starts.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta either shorten the period of time of the competitors entering into the ring, or just have, like, people getting eliminated via pinfall, submission, knockout, thrown out of the cage, whatever the fuck.
In that first half hour or whatever, yeah.
I also hate the
You
stipulation.
could have one captain, have like a captain of the team.
Yeah.
And then, if they get pinned, then the match ends. So you might want to leave your captain to be the last one in.
That would be a little bit interesting and strategic.
It'll be strategic. It might be a bit contrived. It's like an extra rule that you have to explain to people, and you like to keep things simple. But it would make sense. You have your Team Roman and Team Solo, and you can, if they're like your heavy hitter, you might want them in the match earlier. But that's also a risk, because if they get pinned, then it's over.
Right.
And if anyone else gets pinned, they're just eliminated. You could do that, Captain Fall style. That'd be something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's kind of frustrating. Like, all these years, I hadn't seen a proper WarGames, not up to date. I didn't watch those way back in the day, or in WCW. It's a little before my time. Never really went back to see them. And people talked about these WarGames as if they were like this crazy, this amazing thing. And Dynamite Dave would complain about Lethal Lockdown when the babyfaces would get the man advantage and stuff. Like, it's just so simple. Why do you not give it to the... Of course you have it rigged for the heels to get the coin toss, so they get the advantage. The advantage doesn't matter. It's not really an advantage. You'll beat up the faces a little bit, but no one sells anymore, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
By the time everyone's in the ring, they're going to line up in the rings and have that little face-off bit. So it's fine. They all just get refreshed when the real match starts.
Exactly.
The whole thing is pointless. So yeah, that's my thumbs down. I hate WarGames.
That's fair.
I never thought I'd ever say it, but yeah, I do agree with you. The WarGames got a bit stale. I never thought I'd ever want to see the old 5-on-5 elimination matches back.
Yeah.
But I think I would prefer them now compared to WarGames.
Yeah, agreed. If I was booking a Survivor Series show, I would have one of those 5-on-5s. I would have a battle royal. I'd have maybe like a gauntlet match, something like that. Just like different matches that are Survivor style, elimination style, or Survivor style. One of those old championship scrambles like they did way back in the day.
Yeah.
That should be fun. Or do it like they did that time in 1990 or whatever, and have all like 4 different Survivor Series matches with the winners staying on for the big one at the end.
Yeah. That year, fairly recently, where they did like Raw vs SmackDown, and they had like a point going for each match.
Yeah, they did that for a little while.
And they had like a running total throughout the night. That was kind of cool. It's weird as well.
One night of the year where
it was.
Superstars went head to head.
It was. Wasn't that bragging rights?
Yeah, that too. that was the other one.
It's weird as well, because you'd think Triple H is kind of known to be a bit of a traditionalist, isn't he? He's known for being into the old stuff. So you'd think he'd be more up for doing like the traditional 5-on-5 matches. But
but then he's probably up for doing the WarGames as well, yeah.
I mean, I must admit, the 5-on-5 matches did get pointless and boring. Because you get, these 10 guys who didn't speak to each other for the rest of the year, all of a sudden They were teams.
That was the other problem. Yeah, there was no stakes for this bragging rights thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Didn't actually matter.
They could do something like that because they don't do bragging rights no more. So maybe they could do genuinely, brand versus brand thing, which would make it, some sort of point to it all.
But they would still have to do more than just like a trophy that you'll never see again.
Well, yeah.
Have them give that winning brand the number 30 in the Rumble, or that the first pick in the draft, or something. You could do something.
Yeah. Speaking
of the draft, I don't forget.
Well.
Yeah.
Have you heard about what they're doing from January?
I've heard that there's been talks, but I don't know if there is actually a thing yet.
They mentioned they said last night on SmackDown. Apparently, we have a transfer window. Yes, a transfer window. Jim White. Yeah. So apparently, according to what Cole said last night on SmackDown, I think I've got a quote somewhere. So basically, it was sort of revealed because Chad Gable appeared on SmackDown last night with the rest of what are they called, American Made.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I can't find it. But basically, Cole said that with Raw going to Netflix, the SmackDown of that week as well, apparently there's going to be major changes on SmackDown. All general managers from Raw, SmackDown, NXT are discussing possible transfers for this transfer window. They didn't actually give a date or how long it's going to last for, but apparently there's a transfer window in place. Because they really stick to the rules of the draft, don't they?
When they make a rule, they don't stick to it.
This also comes by the way because apparently the story came out last week, maybe a couple of days ago, that they're basically kind of muddying the waters with the whole roster split right now because now until Mania, basically anyone can appear anywhere because they want the full sort of roster available. So maybe they're kind of using that as an excuse, the transfer window. But yeah, we just need a deadline day now with Jim White and Sky Sports News.
Yeah, totally.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's something.
Real
So I
quick,
guess they're doing this transfer thing for the Netflix Raw, right? Raw's going to be more important now. They want to get all the big stars back on.
Well, they've said there's going to be, according to what they said last night, there's going to be major changes on SmackDown as well.
well, they're
Because they're
supposedly
trying to-
making it a 3-hour show.
Well, maybe that's what they're thinking, yeah.
Yeah, which would be not the move.
I did also see the announcement, well, they not much of an announcement, but they said they had a media day, didn't they, at Netflix this week? They had like Triple H and a couple of the stars, they were all up at Netflix HQ, doing some interviews and stuff for the press. It come out that, well, two big things really, which one of them I kind of expected, well, two I kind of expected really. The first one was everyone's been kind of saying that when they go to Netflix, so it's going to be uncensored, and it's going to be this gritty show and all this.
Yeah.
And Nick Thomas said, no, it's not. He said, no, it's going to be pretty much exactly the same rating as what we're doing now.
Wow.
Because they've got, as he said, they've got sponsors and families to deal with. Which makes sense.
Fuck them.
Yeah, I agree.
think people would.
I don't care about families and sponsors.
I think people would just go and real sort of extreme. People expect them to be, F-bombs and all this. And...
The rest doesn't give a fuck!
Exactly.
First night out, here's Seth fucking Rollins.
I think,
Fuck that!
Where they are now with the PG stuff, there's still a lot of room they could go. They're still quite tame, really. They could do a lot more than they do right now. So,
Could
still...
they? How bad can it get on a PG?
Well, they
rating?
don't even say asshole. stuff like that
But
anymore, or blood,
They
something like that.
censor the holy shit chants. If they can stop doing that and go into black screen when someone holds up like a bad sign, or
Yeah.
that would be nice.
Yeah,
Fuck
I
that!
think little things
Fuck
like that you won't get as much of. Okay, Dwayne, calm down.
I think they could. People always say, like, if you can't write a good story with a PG thing, then you shouldn't be writing at all. They've done good TV with this writing, so it should be fine. And there's excuses made for that kind of argument. But
Yeah.
I would say, like, you're just costing yourself tools. Like, maybe you don't need your hammer to put up this shelf. You just need a drill. But next week you might need a hammer. So you don't throw that hammer away because you don't need it right now. Yeah, you can write 95% of your stories with a PG writing, but sometimes you might want to do a bit of extra blood, or you might want someone to be called a bitch. Like, you might want to just push the envelope a little bit. It might
Who
make
gives
sense
a
when you come
fuck?
up to... Exactly. Thank you, Eric. When it comes up to a WrestleMania, maybe you want Rock to come out and cut a Rock promo, and it might work for what you're doing. But
Fuck that!
can't do it.
That was perfectly timed. Yeah, I think obviously the move to Netflix is they're not going to be restricted in that, so I think they just give them the option to do things like that.
I hope so.
But I don't think it's going to be what people are thinking it's going to be, all the time.
It doesn't have to be all the time. It has to be when it makes
well.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah. And the other thing as well, slightly related, is that it's also been revealed that there was some talk about when they do these international shows. They've got Raw and SmackDown set for London and Barcelona and different places next year. Whether they be taped or not, they've said it won't. They're going to be live whenever they are.
Yeah.
So that could mean Raw in the middle of the afternoon for you guys over there. So.
Which makes sense. If it's on Netflix, then it'll be on demand straight away, right?
Well, yeah.
Pretty
Well,
much
that's what they said. They said
there.
they'll air it live, and then as soon as it's finished, it'll be available on demand.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Raw in the afternoon would be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you can't make it, then don't. Just watch it when you want to watch it. So,
Yeah, definitely. And this came out a couple of weeks ago. What we done that we mentioned that apparently they're making I don't know if you've seen the Formula One series, Drive to Survive.
No.
On Netflix. It's basically a behind the scenes type, a bit like WWE 24 was. So Siri just told you what it is anyway.
Sorry, we missed you.
You're up, Siri. Apparently they're actually recording one of these similar type shows for WWE, which is going to be airing alongside the new shows. So that could be interesting. It's the Drive to Survive is like a regular thing. It's every week. It's usually, I think it's set like a couple of months behind what's actually happening, so you can edit it and stuff like that. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see something similar for WWE.
Yeah, sure.
I do like all the backstage stuff. I don't know if you've seen, actually, on that note, there's a good video that they put up of CM Punk's debut last year. It's basically they followed like a behind the scenes type thing of what happened when he debuted. It's very good. It's worth a watch.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely worth checking out. Anything else you want to add? There's one thing, I think. Here, hold on. Accidentally hit the wrong thing here. Hold on, I gotta resume. There we go. Do you see this tweet from Ray Phoenix here?
Oh,
yeah, I mentioned that before.
So, Pent has been removed from the roster. He's gone. And then Ray Phoenix has said, no one stays in a place where they received inhumane treatment. That's kind of extreme. I don't know what he means by inhumane there.
slightly
I'm
over the
guessing
top, I think.
the first thing that popped into my head was like the medical stuff that he possibly didn't get when he messed up his arm on that table spot when he injured himself, if you remember. Maybe there's something that I don't know, like that fits the timeline of AEW medical shitting the bed. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, it's on Facebook. Wow. Okay. Here, let me. No, no audio. Thank you. Yeah, there you go. Dude, that's wild that they showed it on Facebook. Wow. Yeah, so I'm guessing maybe because of this, something may or may not have happened. Oh, I just showed. Did I show it on? Oh shit. Well, doesn't matter. Anyway, he's fine. He's fine. Obviously, he's recovered and whatnot. But like, maybe he didn't get the treatment or the proper rehabilitation. Kind of the same way Punk didn't get what was it, rehab for his foot at the time that he claimed. If I recall correctly, you guys still there? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
I did see some news on maybe it's the same. I'm just trying to find it, so that's why I was quiet. So it's, according to what I read before, if I've read it, I want to make sure before I say it. So yeah, according to many people on Twitter, we'll go with that. Penta's actually signed with WWE.
Right.
Which I think everyone was expecting that anyway, but yeah, so that'll be interesting.
We'll see what happens.
Speaking of The Rock, by the way, very quickly, apparently they're working under the assumption that he won't be at WrestleMania.
Isn't this what Dave said a couple, 3 weeks ago?
That's what Dave said, and then The Rock said, "Don't believe the bullshit."
Said no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he'll
Maybe
be there.
Maybe it's not true, but
I think he'll be there.
Yeah, I think he'll be there.
Alrighty.
I can't see him not being there.
There's also this video. I don't know if you want to play it, but yeah, you do. What the hell?
Let me see.
It's not that long. It's a minute.
Back with CM Punk just walked.
Oh, shit.
But more about, I'm talking to you, Sammy. Is this like a thing? Will you stay together?
Let's see. Main event winner dissatisfied with the results of their catering request. Uh-oh.
Right. So we got...
Somebody give me some muffins. Over the
That was the line.
Yeah.
Someone get me some muffins.
But then, see what happens after that.
My involvement with the
It goes on.
story is just taking everything I do almost
Does
too
he get it?
seriously.
Oh, no way!
If it's not even about being too serious, it's just about making it as good as is humanly possible.
Just a box.
I think that's what. Are those desserts or what?
It's a huge shoebox with 2 macarons in it.
Back to the macarons.
The macarons, and there's Punk and the good Uso.
You noticed them?
It's I don't want it.
I've seen this during the week, and a few people have noticed. Did you notice Sami Zayn didn't look very pleased when Punk was interrupting him? He kept giving him a little bit of side eye.
Well, he knows Punk's history.
Well, yeah.
He asked for some muffins. He got 2 little macarons. Who ate the rest of the macarons?
Other people.
Don't know.
Other people. Then who gave him the box knowing there was only 2 in there? That's
A stagehand.
trolling while he's on the...
Yeah. Alrighty.
Give Punk this empty box.
Let's get on out of here. We've been yapping for 2 hours.
2 hours? Didn't see it went that long.
Yeah. Maybe a little
Outside,
bit less.
You're having fun.
Maybe a little bit less. Yeah, go ahead.
Update on WWE Deadline. It's still happening.
Oh God.
I believe it's Ridge Holland and is it Trick Williams?
Trick
Yeah,
Williams
Trick
for the NXT title, yeah.
This the main event then? Guess it is.
No, the Women's Iron Survivor Challenge will be the main event.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. Apparently, Lola Vice defeated Jada Parker in an NXT Underground match. Is that the same
Like
as
Raw Underground? Yeah.
Yeah, they basically have people surrounding the ring and take the ropes off.
Ah,
That's basically it.
cool.
The women in the main event. What is this?
You what?
Women in the main event. What? I was
I don't
making
know.
a sexist joke, but you know,
No.
I completely agree.
shouldn't be allowed.
Shouldn't be allowed. What has the business come to? I blame Tony Khan.
I do.
I mean, he deserves a lot of credit, but
Jesus.
He does
mostly
deserve
for
credit.
killing the business.
and making talent unhappy, I guess, at this point.
Yeah, treating people inhumanely.
Yeah.
Like,
all right.
Making them go on before a women's main event.
We'll be back next week with Saturday night's main event. Hopefully you'll tune in. And we'll predict the matches. Not for the prediction game. It'll be an unsanctioned prediction game match.
Just for funsies.
Sanctioned?
IWC Underground.
Yeah. We'll see you then. Have a great weekend.
I mean, everything's black and white.
Put a giant ninja on the door. Yeah, you know.
See you next week. Good night, everybody.